Hi, Soulfully Connecting. This is Monica, bringing you your weekly card reading, angel card reading, and this will go from, I have to do it in my head here real quick, from February 26th through to March 4th. I just like the days and the months fly by, and it's just kind of like, okay, which week are we doing now? But yes, it is. But before I do that, before I go ahead and do the weekly reading, I do want to share with you, and Sue, I hope you'll allow me to go ahead and do this. Not only do I do angel card readings, but one of the things that I've been guided to do was to go back to my roots some 55 years ago and bring back to the world. I've been doing it very privately, very quietly, very kind of reserved. I'm an energy healer, which means by the grace of God, it's the only way I know how to put it, um, from spirit, through spirit, to spirit. I've been blessed that I can help people reduce their physical pain in many, many circumstances. Not everything. The first person to say that. It doesn't work for everything or everyone. But I did want to share that with you um, because it is something I do want to let the folks at Soulfully Connecting know that I also offer. There's no charge for energy healing. I will be having a live event on my Facebook business page, which is House of Angel Card Readings. I'm going to be having it tomorrow at Saturday at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. I've posted a couple of the live events there on that page already if you'd like to learn a little bit more about energy healing. If I help and it is something that we can help with, all I ask is if you can afford to and if you are so guided to, if you'd like to make a donation, it always helps. So, for those of you who have not watched a weekly card reading before, what I normally do is I always put these readings into prayer. And generally speaking, we pull 3 cards, not because what we're pulling is written in stone, but because it gives you a heads up, it gives you an epiphany, gives you an inspiration, might give you a moment of peace. And that's really what these card readings are all about. Like I said, sometimes the angels give me more than 3, so I kind of leave that up to them. This week I'm going to refer back to one of the best decks that I like to use, and that is the Archangel Power Tarot deck. It is created by Doreen Virtue and O'Radley Valentine and published by Hay House. And I do know for those of you that are in the UK, Hay House is also there. So if you're interested in card reading, you can certainly go to Hay House online and it's Hay House Publishing. I forget if it's hayhouse.com. And you can buy your own decks. You can also take courses on how to learn how to do all of that. It's not something that I teach any longer. I used to, but my life is changing and evolving and growing. And so I did want to make mention of that as well. But you can always learn how to use the cards to kind of get a heads up yourself. Because like I said, they're not set in stone. These are mere divination tools. Some people use cards, some people use crystals, some people use pendulums, some people just rely on their own intuition. And that's all well and good so long as you're seeking the divine guidance and shielding and protecting yourself, knowing that you're coming from a place of love and not a place of ego. So 3 cards did come out and I was told stop. Let's go take a look at them. Ooh, another card of action. I had a card of action on my own channel this morning, so here you go. So this is for the week ahead. Knight of Michael. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion and sudden changes. When those changes come about, know that they are for your greater good. Know that they are something that you are being guided to do. Don't panic, don't procrastinate. Listen to the divine guidance. Ask for it if you're unsure. And ask for a very clear, concise, without a doubt sign. I did that the other day for myself, and it was just such a blessing to see it fall into place. So if you're not sure what in the world this is about, put it into prayer. Ask for the help. Your angels, God, His Son, Holy Spirit will always want what's the very best for you. They will not interfere with your free will, but also know that free will is yours. And it really is up to you. And that was a beautiful and a wonderful message I heard this morning. There are some things in life that are up to us. So, do you put on your blue shoes or your brown shoes? Do you go for a walk or do you go for a jog? Do you go to this grocery store or that grocery store? Those decisions are not life altering, but if you're being told and you kind of hear this little nudge and it's in a real positive way without you putting it into a prayer or into a question, you might want to take a walk today. And it keeps bugging at you and it's really soft and it's sweet and it's gentle. You might want to go take a walk today. Then know that you are being divinely guided and maybe just the right person is going to come into your path while you take that walk. Or you might see something very beautiful along the way. Or you might be the hero for someone else by taking that walk. So this is saying don't be afraid of the change. Go for it. This is the night. They're just like time to take action. And Michael is here to guide you. And that is also something in your prayers you can ask God to send you. Is the wonderful protection, shielding, and guidance of Archangel Michael. Wow, I love that middle card. Are you ready? When you listen to the divine guidance, when you do ask for, guidance along life-altering paths, it brings you peace. And it's time to release the past. It's time to let go of any negative thoughts that you might have had, or maybe wanted to do something and didn't, and you're like beating yourself up for it. Let it go. Let go and let God. There is truly a more enriching future for you. And when you have peace, that peace emanates to your family, that peace emanates in your community, it emanates at work, it emanates in all things. When you come from a place of assuredness that you are truly a child of God, loved unconditionally as you are, that brings peace. And we need a whole lot more of that on this planet. And a last card for the week. Time to make a decision. It truly is time to make a decision and be very clear on what it is that you want. And it comes back to asking, what is it that you truly want? Hi, I'd like a better life, please. Well, better in what way? Are you seeking more finances? Are you giving thanks for what you have already? Do you want better health? Are you grateful that you can walk and breathe now? What is it that you want? Be very clear and very specific, but also understand that sometimes, many times, the answer for what you ask is no, because God has a better plan for you. And we humans like to hurry up and now kind of thing, and there are things that have to fall into place with divine timing and other people's free will in order for your life path to move forward. And sometimes the things that we've hung on to for years and years, decades and decades, it's time to let go of those too. Because if it hasn't happened by now, maybe there's something better. And it's like ask for the signs. And don't try to make the signs something that they're not. And you will be guided correctly. Sue, as always, thank you for sharing these posts. Thank you for sharing these videos. Thank you for all that you do for the group for Soulfully Connecting. You are deeply and sincerely appreciated by me. Have a great week, a wonderful week. Walk in peace. Namaste.